Hello and welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway, home to Reebok Truck Series race number 24. The pressure is on as there are now only 3 races, including this one, left before we decide the chase field. This is a track where tempers have been known to fly, and I would expect nothing less here, with many of these drivers still needing a win desperately in order to make the chase. In fact, most of the top 10 in points has not yet won this season. Kyle Austin is on the pole and starting alongside the Darlington winner, Dustin Griffiths. Wayne James and Bob Johansson make up row number 2. Stacy Dutta, Daniel Day, row 3. PJ Williams in row number 5. We have had 15 different race winners so far.
Start your engines.
I said 15 different race winners so far, so this is most likely going to come down to who is highest in points of those with a race win. Oh, there's a problem with James Henry. And now Brad Johnson, Jake Cole have issues. They are stopped on pit road. Will this bring the lights back onto the pace truck? Apparently not. As Kyle Austin will get the green flag, Brad Johnson now gets his truck rolling. So that'll be interesting to see how that works with... Oh, now the 50's been listed as onto the track. And there's the 7. So, wow. That might not work out that bad for the 24. So we go into spectator cam. And it's a big... It's a margin from the 83 to 78. And there's only 3 guys in this shot. As there's Brad Johnson trying to catch up now to the race leaders. Or at least just trying to stay in front. And I think the caution just came out. Never mind. Just the way that the lights look. Let's stick with the battle for second here. And follow the gap from the leaders to the 41st place car of Brad Johnson. Kyle Austin without a race win so far this season. And you saw Stacy Dutta there in the back of that shot as they came off turn number 2. Brad Johnson is now caught up to the tail end of this field, at least, thanks to the help of the 50 of James Henry. Johansson makes a peek to the inside of Dustin Griffiths. So far, nothing going, nothing there. Young's Motorsports Chevrolet. Oh, Johnson to the outside of Henry. The favored line is now Kyle Austin catches up to these guys. And what line will he pick? We heard drivers saying that they liked the outside line a little bit better when it came to passing. And right now it's proving on why, as now the 83 looks to the outside of the 50. Never mind, now he gets back in line, as now we have a battle for the race lead. Dustin Griffiths inside. Griffiths is on the apron. The field is still green, but I have no clue what just happened. As James Henry still right out in front of the race leader now. He's 2 laps down. So I'm surprised that he's not gone out of the way. It's not like he's fighting to stay on the lead lap like the other guys here. But then again, who knows his reason, right? As Kyle Austin now looks back to the inside now, or looks to the inside of James Henry. Down to turn number 1, looking to try and complete the pass. Stacy Dutta is having to fight off a battle from Wayne James in the 51. This is a nifty little battle. Whoa, Trevor Meacham's up here as well. And Dustin Griffith's made a peek to the inside of the 50. Or to the 83, I mean. As Brad Johnson's actually gone past Seth Cole now. Johnson peeking inside Jake Cole now. As James Henry goes to the inside line of Seth Cole. That's going to put Kyle... Oh, never mind. I'm surprised Kyle just hasn't gone to the outside line yet to try and make that pass. Still nothing there, and now he's there. Although they're 3 wide almost for the lead. The lap car's doing their best to... Whoa! And I think James Henry just got into Seth Cole. That was close. Not quite sure what the plan is here for James Henry. He's just like holding up the leaders now. Blue flags are out for the 50. I mean, he is 2 laps down. Kyle Austin now gets to the inside once again of James Henry. Stacy Dutta inside for second. As Griffiths comes back on the outside. That's kind of what Kyle Austin's going to need here. They're battling for second now behind him. As he gets to the outside of James Henry. That might be what he needs now to get on by. There he goes. Griffiths takes an outside line now. And Kyle Austin clears the 50 now of James Henry. Now he has to deal with these 2 out in front of him. Jake Cole in the 7 and Seth Cole in the 87. Wow. Oh, they're going like 4 wide. That is not going to work. I know that won't work. 3 wide. Kyle Austin is risking everything just to try and pass some left cars. Kyle Austin still inside Seth Cole now as they come through turns 3 and 4. Jake Cole now 1 lap down officially. At least for the time being. Tense battle right now here between the 87 and the 83, but unfortunately it's not a battle for the lead. Wow, look at the drive the 50 got through the middle of that corner. I think I just saw the caution lights on. And in appears involves our points leader, Elijah Workman. And Tom Gerard just got turned hard into the wall. Not quite sure what that was all about between the 32 and then the 09. And whoa, Gerard thinks wisely of that. So the first. And we're back. Elijah Workman was on the outside line coming through turns 3 and 4. On. But unfortunately he gets loose a little bit. Gets hit by 5. Thomas with a nifty little avoidance move. And then people just start wrecking trying to avoid it. There's Charles Sanford and James Shelley getting involved. Gerard gets loose and actually will lose a spot coming to the line. Min has to do the avoidance maneuver here. And I'm kind of interested to see maybe what or what. I don't see any reason for the 09 to have turned him, but for some reason Shelley does not want to let Gerard up onto the track and just turns him into the wall. Really not quite sure what that was all about. So Austin, gosh, he's way back there. And we're back. No one has retired. Your top 10 is Kyle Austin, Dustin Griffiths, Stacy Dutta, Bob Johansson, Trevor Meacham, Wayne James, Cody James, Savannah Cole, PJ Williams, and Ian Dutta. 11 through 20th, Chris Washer, Michael Hegdahl, Cosmo Budd, Brandon Griffiths, Chris Burden, Alex Tinker, Vitaly Nikolaev, Kyle Sosnowski, Warren Cherry, and Henry Nova. Green flag back out though. And quickly, Dustin Griffiths to the outside of Dutta. And Kyle Austin clearing the lap traffic already. His rear view, In fact, actually, he's got 2 lap trucks in between him and Dustin Griffiths there. Not to mention about a whole second. There are now 13 here. Dustin Griffiths starting to pull away a bit from Stacy Dutta. As the field has spread out a little bit here. Look at the back of the pack here. Seth Cole inside Dion Scott. That's the battle for 39th on the track. And the battle to not be the last person on the lead lap. Seth Cole will prevail in that battle though, and he grabs the spot from Dion. And there's a battle not too far out in front of him. Tom Shelley and Dave Cole battling for position. Seth to the inside to go for the race leader. And you can see the lap traffic there a little bit just down in front of Kyle. This might be exactly what the 78 and the 97 were hoping for. Especially if Kyle can get caught up in this lap traffic. Boy, James Henry is really trying hard. I mean, sure he's 3 laps down, but he is hounding the back bumper of that 83 truck. Oh, contact! More contact! Even more contact! Oh, and Kyle Austin slides into it. So damage to the 83 and... Oh, whoa. Seth Cole and Stacy Dutta getting into each other there. One, I'm not quite sure what the caution came out for. 2, I'm not sure if we're getting back to green flag racing. And 3, can Kyle Austin even just hang on? But let's take a look back and see what happened to bring out the caution. And we're back. This one once again happening off turn 4. Jacob Sisko in a very similar case to what happened with the first caution. And he also gets into Drew Austin. Spins on the front straightaway. Then the interesting part is what happens behind him with these two. I mean, watch this. The 83 is going to come down the track a little bit. The 50 tries to poke his nose in there to get the lap back, or get one of his laps back. And then they just start making contact with each other, and no one wants to stop, especially Kyle, because he keeps coming down into the 50 enough times to where he just rams both sides of his car into the wall. Then, of course, you have Seth Cole, who he and Stacy Dutta make contact. Oh yeah, then there's that as well. And Seth just comes down onto the 97, and Stacy blaring here from Bristol once again. And we are back to field. Has just gotten the green flag, as Kyle Austin with his damage will try and hang on for the final lap here, and he'll be able to do it. Kyle Austin wins. And they wrecked at the start finish line. Of course. So wow, Kyle Austin with a beat up truck will go to victory lane, and gotta of course see what happened after the start, after the checkered flag. Oh, whoa! What happened here? It's almost like some people were ready to come down pit road, others will not. Duncan just smacks into the back end of Cisco. Although there's damage up here, so and then everyone else just starts piling in. Did stack up even in front of Cisco? It's like, there they are crossing the line. Let's see. The answer to that is yes, but it didn't happen before the 13 gets into the 88. And of course, these guys, it's like, wow, really? Oh, and James Henry just runs into the back of the 55. So congrats to Kyle Austin winning 16 different winners here in the Truck Series. And that's key because now all three series have at least 16 different winners. And so no one will get in just based on points unless you are the points leader. That's the key part. You can be the points leader and still make it without having to win. So just keep that in mind. I'll show you the bottom half of the field here as well. Two races left to go before we crown it. I will mention this while Kyle Austin performs the his victory celebration here. First win of any kind since Infineon last season with the Cup Series. And with this win, he is now just a nationwide win away from winning in all three and completing the clean sweep. Looks like he's going to try and pull it into victory lane, or he's going to pull it into victory lane here. Whoops, a little bit off there. Here he comes.